Hoo-hoo-dee-hoo. Come one, come y'all, come one, come y'all. Welcome to the Bistro of Bamboo Plaza. Now, Bamboo Plaza is a strip mall right near the Himalayan mountains. The Bistro is the home of the Dainty Chat. This is a special episode. Only because we get to touch on two things on this episode. We get to talk a little bit about the rap and the hippity hop, and we get to talk about R&B like we always do. So I'm excited about that. So I have the roses lit up. Y'all see I have my string of roses. I was raised in the city of roses. I was born in Chicago. What was I born? On a base, because my daddy was in the Army. So I was born on a base, but my family from Chicago. But from California raised me. Pasadena raised me. California, Pasadena, born and bred. I was a corn-fed child running around. I was down there at the Head Start at Villa Park. You know what I'm saying? So Pasadena Unified School District did a good job with me. As y'all can see, look at this. This is the Bistro, the home of the Dainty Chat. Bamboo Plaza features 7 different 7 different shops for you to enjoy and explore. The bakery been up there for a while. The Bistro is getting going. I feel like it's off to an okay start. We're still working on some of the kinks. The boutique been open for a while. It's over there on the Instagram. Touch Bamboo _fashions. So go over there and see that. And then this right here, y'all see what I have for us here, right here? Now this is for when we crack the fortune cookies. Y'all know we crack fortune cookies for each zodiac for the earth, wind, and fire and water. So you gotta know where your sign falls under. But if you don't know, I do. I jotted it down. Y'all know the earth is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, and so forth and so on and so forth. So each one gets a fortune cookie, right? So we got earth, fire, water, and air. And when we crack the fortune cookie for earth, we gonna put the fortune in there. We'll crack it for air. We gonna put it in. You know what I'm saying. So when it gets filled up, I feel like we can empty out the jar and then give it to somebody. I don't know who, what, where, when, why, or how, but that's what it's gonna be. So these are our jars for they're empty right now. Because I do have the fortune cookies that we've been cracking at the Bistro, but I don't know which one is which. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just put them in anywhere. And yeah, I could go back through the videos, but what the fuck? Like, why would I do that? So y'all know we're talking about saving R&B. That's one of our main segments. I feel like I got some cute now, where did I write that stuff? Oh, no, I wrote it right here. Yeah. I feel like I came up with some, I don't want to say came up with, but I have, determined and honed in on some ways that we can define what made the R&B era the era that it was. Why did it have such a hold on real niggas' hearts? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, that's what it's. Anybody can't make R&B, cause you got to been through some shit for me to feel that. You can feel pain on people. You can see pain on people, and if it ain't, you can't translate something that don't exist. What is this? What am I telling you? Air is air. What am I telling you right now? So today we talk about saving R&B. Who? Oh, I think a good one. I'll pick us out a good song that we can talk about just a little bit. It hits a bunch of good points. Now, in our over this time that we've been meeting here at the Bistro, the home of the Dainty Chat, we were able to figure out what is the core of R&B. We talked our way into a discovery. Irrational passion. I feel like that's what it's important that's one of the main elements that's one of the most important elements that will make your R&B song hit if the way you want it to. If you want it to hit, that's what's gonna make it hit. Irrational passion. So I came up with the irrational passion scale. We gonna rate these motherfuckers. We gonna figure it out. We might not have known when we started, but we got this. We gonna get this, and we got it. This is the irrational passion scale. And so there's a rubric. We gonna get into that. You gotta stick around. It's gonna go from 1 to 8. Everybody gonna usually cap out at 7. You're not gonna always 8. You staying in line with the current what is the jive talk? What is jive talk called? Slang, the modern day slang, what the kids are saying these days. 8. They call it when they used to say you understood the assignment, right? They went from you understood the assignment to you did you did more than understand, bitch. You 8. My battery want to say, but I feel like it shouldn't take too many percents to do this, right? We'll get it done. Dang, man. Yeah, we'll get it done. So the scale gonna go from 1 to 7, but only if you 8, you can get an 8. The scale is really from 1 to 8. Most people gonna cap out at 7. You're not gonna cap out at an 8. You gotta be Chris Brown or Michael Jackson or somebody, bitch. Usher, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, one of them motherfuckers. You to cap out. Or them one. It's some one-hit wonders that didn't mess around. They didn't mess around. They had some good jams. They couldn't come back with nothing, but it's a certified jam. I don't know if we can give them an 8 if they didn't come back with nothing. Because I think part of what goes into the scale and the rubric here should include the longevity of your career. No, because it's really about the song. But like, it's a way that you know your fans. And we talk about that, we get into that. Because what I've determined is, see, back in the day, not only did the artists have ad-libs, but the producers had ad-libs. Anyway, we're supposed to be cracking fortune cookies. We're going to crack some fortune cookies for everybody. We're going to do digital fortune cookies first. Then we're going to crack the real fortune cookies. I'm going to tell y'all the life story. It is some stressful shit. I'll tell you that much right now. It's about stressful as hell. And then I wrote down small because I was really putting in some gatherings of the thoughts, because in the bakery I just go off the dome. I'm cutting recipes for life. I can tell you the ingredients, but I can't sell you the sauce. You see what I'm saying? And so what I do at the bakery is I read the horoscopes, and then I come off the dome with what I think the horoscopes really mean. When I tell you what they really mean, right? Just based on from what I can ascertain, I decipher the shit for y'all over there at the bakery. So I don't really have to come off the dome. I just put my it's one segment, the edibles rack, where I had to put a little bit of effort into coming up. Long story short, y'all gonna have some homework too. If I gotta sit here and come up with some shit, so I've been told you're supposed to have your little notebook so you can write down when we crack these fortune cookies. Y'all want to see the box of fortune cookies? So you can write down when we crack these fortune cookies. But what you also need to write down is these R&B jams. You need to go back and listen to them. Because when we it's our box of fortune cookies. When we do the R&B, We're gonna talk about jams. A lot of 7 or 8 or 9 jams might come up. Now I want to hone in and focus on one in particular, but it's possible that 7 or 8 jams could be mentioned. But I'm gonna give you some specifics that almost made it onto today's episode, and that's what's gonna be your homework. And maybe it'll come back around to these, and maybe we won't. But I just want to let y'all know what almost made the cut for today's focus on R&B, saving R&B. And so with the do y'all know it's an R&B? The tour is called the R&B tour, and for a good reason, bitch. Stop playing. Cause you can't just call something the hip hop tour. No, you can't. You ain't do that. The rap, the pop, the rock and no. It gotta be right. And they did it right. Raymond and Brown. Raymond and Brown. Usher Raymond and Chris Brown, bitch. The R&B tour. As far as music goes, it's nothing to question about that. Now, as far as the artist and their personal life, we don't know. And y'all know what I think about a real, true, iconic legend. I don't even respect you. Ain't no legend to me if you ain't been in some shit. Now, it's certain shit that I think you shouldn't have been in. That's not what we here for today. But I know you ain't got no DUI. You ain't never been to rehab. You ain't never slapped a bitch. You ain't never. You ain't never cussed out a paparazzi. You ain't a diva. You ain't got a reputation for having a bad attitude, being a diva, bitch. You ain't a motherfucking. You ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't come from a bad family or nothing. You ain't grew up in the ghetto. You ain't. You don't be late. You don't be showing up late to the set. I don't like no legend or no icon that don't fuck up. Now you got to fuck up. You got to have some kind of flaw in your past for you to really be a true iconic legend in entertainment. And they did the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I feel like rock and roll, like when they say the rock and roll, I feel like that's all genres of music, not just rock and roll, not just anything in particular, but all genres. But what else I wanted to say? So I feel like we should be on tour watch. I really wanted to do this with the Chris Brown tour, but my mind couldn't keep up with what I really needed to do. I didn't have the strength that I have now to be consistent enough to be successful. I wanted to be regular. I wanted to pursue a regular job and a regular career. But that's not what's choosing me. What's here for the taking, for me to choose. Cause motherfucking this is this here, the YouTube. So I really wanted to do the Chris Brown tour, but we can be on tour watch. I want to do it like all the time with multiple tourists and different people. But we'll do it here. Doing Cardi would have been cute. Her tour about to wrap up. We'll start here. Who else? Summer Walker getting ready to go on tour. Summer Walker can save R&B. Y'all know we have gone through a couple of people who I feel like they cannot save R&B, even though the powers that be, it appears they trying to force us to let them. Summer Walker can save R&B. She just ain't outside enough. We got to see her more in the right light. And I feel like there's what I know, can't nobody tell me, it's a ticker somewhere, wherever it matters, bitch, there's a ticker. And it has every celebrity up there, right? Every celebrity is up there on that ticker. And every day you moving up or down. Every single day you moving up or down. And certain celebrities, they have to do something or say something to make sure they get some traction, some likes, some shares, some comments, some results, some interaction, some what word am I looking for? some reactions, right? Some interaction from some engagement. I feel like that engagement is measured every single day, and the stars have to stay. And if you, there's a line. Once they start getting down and close to the line, they come out and say something or do something crazy to get some subtractions and some shit on their name. Because it don't matter what they saying about you. As long as they talking about you and you getting some interaction to your name, you're going up or down. It don't matter how negative or positive it is. As long as they say it's something about you, you get that interaction, it's going up or down. Now, it can reach a certain kind of negativity to where it don't matter how high up and you went, oh Lord, like the price is right. The yodeling man, never mind, because that's some old people shit. I be doing old people. I be watching the Jeffersons and stuff. But and if you start getting too close to that line, you got to they'll do or say anything to make sure they're not getting too close to that line. And I believe it's to a point, I feel like certain stars made the cut to where they don't have to do that shit. They already where they need to. Like, you can get to a certain point to where you ain't got to play that game. Your shit is solidified. You're not going nowhere. But it's to the point where the newer people that's coming out have to play that game, no matter what. You have to play that game, and because we recognizing, like, we knowing them before we supposed to, because they getting popular fast because of the internet. And I like the way they doing it. Like, don't force your career, don't rush your career. We might have got to know you and recognize you when you was a little 24, 25. And 26, and we sat back, and maybe your first album hit, or maybe you didn't, maybe you went ahead and put out a second one, or you didn't. But people hate you before they love you, and they are your fan though, because they got that energy for you. But you got to give them some time to realize that they're a fan. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting these days. You got to give people time to realize that they a fan. And so people like Ice Spice, people like Coi Leray, people like Pooh Shiesty, people like just people like that. You might not have hit at first all the way. Well, that nigga Pooh Shiesty, he had to go do some time. I don't know what them niggas be doing on the nigga side, so forgive me if I'm female heavy. I'll try to bring it back around to cause that nigga the baby, that nigga Lil Baby. You see what I'm saying? Well, that nigga the baby, he fucked up. That nigga the baby, that nigga Lil Baby. We just give it a couple of years. You sit there, let your shit marinate, and you gonna come back around, and you gonna be solid to where it ain't no question. Like certain people, we know it ain't no question about where they're not going nowhere. It don't matter where they get on this gauge, they're not going nowhere. I feel like that's what the stars got to do, like, for real. So let me do these. Let's do some. How long we been? Let's get to what we supposed to be doing. Cracking fortune cookies. Now, we're not live. This is I'm gonna load this. This is recording. I'll try to see if I can do live, because of where this basement that I film from, I don't get very good service. And so once I get to moving around and move my hands, it messes with the audio. Like, it starts messing with the service. Some of the audio ain't coming in. And I'll be damned if I'm running my goddamn motherfucking mouth and that shit ain't coming through. These recipes where this game is supposed to be sold and not told, but I'm running it to you at a discounted rate, bitch. Because I got the ingredients. I can tell you the ingredients. I just can't sell you the sauce. You don't even want to know how long it needs to marinate. And it's going to deep fry it. You going to broil it. You going to bake. What you going to do with it? I don't know. But I'm saying, that's why I didn't do a lot. That's why the bakery is on the live side. And you look over here at the BISTRO, it might look like it's not that many videos, but those is on the live side. And I'll be damned if a motherfucker sit there for 2 hours to... YouTube ain't even paid me yet, bitch. So we're going to crack some fortune cookies for each zodiac sign. We're going to do digital fortune cookies for each zodiac sign. And we're going to crack the real fortune cookies for earth, wind, and fire, and water. These life stories. Look, y'all. when I'd stop driving. Why when I stopped driving and I had to walk around and be in the neighborhood? And I've been seeing people's booties. I've been seeing real bare ass, like skin, ass cheek, crack. I don't understand. I mean, I'll tell you, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the live story because it's going to be quick because we're going to talk about, they're saying Kung Fu Kenny killed music. Kendrick Lamar. And they said we need Drake. They said we need Drake, bitch. I said it like Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy ass up there doing them little dances. I don't know what tour is he on, but somebody need to go over there and check on him. We need to crack a fortune cookie for his ass. I think we might. He ain't nowhere on this list. But oh yeah, Remy Ma did a freestyle or just some kind of, I don't know if it was a freestyle or just a diss. We might not get into that today, but it might come up a little bit because we're talking about rap in general. That's gonna be our trending topic. Did why? Yeah. My thing is, the people was never supposed to take sides in a rap beef. Okay? Let the shit play out how it's gonna play out. Now, the most popular beef that people talk about, one of the most popular beefs that people talk about, is Nas and Jay-Z. Now, as it pertains to Nas and Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z just had the machine behind him and he was able to cover more ground than Nas was, and Jay-Z was a little bit more catchy with his, with the delivery of his hooks and things like that. Nas was just a little bit more serious, a little bit more woke from what I could gather. It's hard for me to listen to, I won't say New York rappers, because I know what the fuck 50 Cent be talking about. I know what the fuck Nicki Minaj be talking about. But I can kind of follow Nas a little bit. But I feel like I don't know what the fuck Jay-Z be talking about for some reason. I don't know why I feel like that. But I know nobody wins with the family feuds. So he can still come to the barbecue and, right now he can still get a plate. I don't mind him getting a plate. I don't know how everybody else feel if y'all want to gather around and discuss that. I feel like he could get some ribs, but he can't get no beef ribs. He can get some pork ribs, bitch. Jay-Z, yeah, he get some pork ribs and some macaroni, bitch, but not no greens. Not no greens. Now, I forgot why we mad at Jay-Z because the black people, is the black people mad at Jay-Z about something? The black people ain't mad. Let me think, was he over there at the Epstein? I don't think he was over there at the Epstein. I think he was down there kicking them with Puff Daddy and them. I think we mad at him about that. Maybe something about a casino or some gumbo. I don't know. But what I do know is them jams, Jay-Z ain't never been the number one rapper. They the best rapper. They marketed him as that. The machine pushed that on us, and we didn't have a choice because we didn't have no phones back in the day. They was saying that. We was never agreeing with it. They just kept saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trina. What she call herself? The Diamond Princess? Okay. R. Kelly's the Pied Piper of R&B. That's what he could be that. Well, why would he not be? Whatever. Jay-Z can't just say he the best rapper and we just gonna go along with that. We can't just, I don't want to go hear that shit. You can call yourself though. I can't stop you. I can't stop you from calling yourself that. But what am I gonna do with that? It ain't, it just ain't got the impact or I don't know what is missing. The back in the day jams is the back in the day jams. But as far as these days, I don't know what the hell Jay-Z, why he would think he's still the number one rapper, or is, or he, because he wasn't there. I don't know. I don't even know how I got on that. But did Kung Fu Kenny, that's Kendrick Lamar, did he kill music? And I'm here to tell y'all, I don't think he went about this the right way. I don't know whose idea this was and how they got him to agree to it, and who, what, where, when, why, or how it all went down like this. But I do not believe Kendrick Lamar went about this shit the right way. They said we need Drake, and the thing is, we gotta let more people in. Like back in the day, we had several different big acts on the radio. It wasn't just one person, two people. We gotta wait for them to hit and see what the biggest hit gonna be. Let some more people hit the scene, you know. But I guess they try. Maybe it's a thing where they try to make sure they steer all the traffic to one person. You don't want to market too much to one person because that's going to affect the bottom line of the other person, right? It's about the money. And that's why it is how it is. But we need R. Kelly and Summer Walker and London on the Track. We need R. Kelly to write a song for Summer Walker. Did London on the Track to produce the shit. And that's going to be some good ass R&B. That's going to be some good ass R&B right there. So yeah, let's talk about why I think Kendrick Lamar, he didn't go about this shit the right way. And this wasn't no battle, if you ask me. I don't think it was no battle. Because if we supposed to be, we both supposed to have a knife. And we both supposed to try to hit each other in the jugular. Oh, I'm trying to get you in the jugular, I miss. Oh, I try to get you in the jugular, I miss. You was not supposed to go get a gun, bitch. You was not supposed to do that. And the thing was, it's like a victim mentality that was placed upon a whole nation. And how could we deny that? How could we not agree with that? I feel like that's not a beef if it's something that is impossible to respond to on every level, legally, morally, you know, like respectfully. Certain motherfuckers, there's no level of respect left for certain shit you done said. Because we get past morals, like, duh, what's right and wrong is what's right and wrong. But some shit is, like, deplorable and disgusting, filthy, gutter snipe, grimy behavior, you know what I'm saying? It's a crime against humanity, existence, you know, taking advantage of certain people and things. People. And, how that ain't no battle, bitch. Cause there's no coming back from that. Cause it's like, and then it just, they say it took the fun out of it. Fuck the fun. Why is this being played on radio that anybody can hear in broad daylight? The kids can hear it. We'll get into it. Let's do our digital fortune cookies. Ain't no way. This introduction should have took this long. Well, let's do a transition. So, today we're going to talk about in our today in our Saving R&B segment, we're going to be talking was the song that I wanted to spotlight was Don't Let Go by In Vogue. So let's hear a little bit of that right now. that's gonna be our focus for our saving our R&B segment on today. Amen. So everybody, did you get your notebook? You should have a notebook and a writing utensil. A scribador. Something cute like this. Y'all see it say life is sweet. Ain't that cute? It's for y'all know at the end, this is for the bakery. At the end of it, until again we meet, keep it sweet. And you see the donut on there. So these are notes for the bakery. And what was this one for? It's fuzzy. This one is fuzzy. This was probably for I want to say flower shop. Don't worry about flower shop. Don't worry about that. See what happened? That's a top secret. Top of the lot. I wasn't even going to tell y'all that was a mistake, because I already told y'all there are 7 shops here in Bamboo Plaza. We got all of them ain't open yet already though, but they bout to be. 3 of them open. The bakery. Oh no. Oh. Hold on. This is some bullshit. No. Alright. Where was that? I think it takes that many percent. Gotta take about 4% to record for an hour. It should not be taking this many percents that a nigga gotta do all this and do all that hoogling and hoggling. Y'all see Shayna, that's my girl right here. Say hi to the people, Shayna. Hey, girl. What's happening? I'm gonna get her makeup done so she can resemble me, so she can look more like me. Get her about 8 or 9 shades darker. Her ain't gonna be Shayna no more, bitch. It's gonna be Shanae. I didn't mean to call you. Something been wrong with me. I've been going through something lately. I be ending every sentence with the word bitch. I need to stop this. I don't know what I'm going through. Just some, what is it? Tourette's, schizophrenic type of shit. What is the name of that movie with that little man with the dark long hair? So let's do our digital fortune. There's 7 shops in Bamboo Plaza. It's the bakery, the beat. That's where you get your urban horoscope experience. We crack fortune cookies over there too. Excuse me. The BISTRO. That's where we at right now. The boutique. That's the Instagram page where I sell my fashions that I make. You can check them out. touchbamboo_fashions. Candy House. It's not exactly in our parking lot. You gotta go out of our driveway, out of our parking lot, across that driveway, 2 houses down, and knock on the side door to get the Candy House. If you know, you know. Bio Bamboo the Lab. Flower Shop, and Karaoke and Wing Bar. It's all gonna be open. It should all be open by the end of this week. Don't even trip. So we gonna do digital fortune cookies right now. We're gonna start with Aries since we're in Aries season. This was already on the screen when I opened it, so I'm just gonna read it exactly how it is. This first word, it ain't even capitalized. This is raw. If love of someone a lot, tell it before it's too late. That's exactly what it say. It ain't capital, the grammar wrong. Now, I've shared that with you because I feel like, you know, that is something that I say over at the bakery. Even though my word is bond, I don't want you making life decisions based on the shit I say. Because I can be a little risque in the decisions that I make. As you can see here. That's why I'm living like this. But don't worry about that. Times are changing. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. I just said all that to say these messages are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. Now you treat this like a croissant. It's something a little lightweight that you can eat, take it with you. It ain't gonna be heavy on your stomach. It's just something a little lightweight. You know, you always want to know. You want to know how to make a statement without making a sound, but you always gotta know when to hoo-hoo. Stay on the right path, but you gotta know when it's time for you to make your own path, make your own way, get off the beaten trail. And so that's why I do what I do. We're going to start with Aries since it's Aries season. Woo! You already know the answer to the questions lingering inside your head. Trust yourself, Aries. Taurus, grant yourself a wish this year. Only you can do it. Gemini, Q, what is H2O? A, caring, 2 parts. Hug, and 1 part open mind. Okay. Q, what is H2O? Answer, caring, 2 parts hug, 1 part open mind. Okay, so it's like H2, 2 H's, 2 hugs. The O is open mind. And you gotta care, bitch. They threw that in there. There ain't an H2 or an O, but they threw a caring. You gotta give a damn. And that's water. What is H2O? Water is life. Life is you gotta give a damn. You gotta hug life. And you gotta be open-minded to life. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Funky, bald-headed ass. I'm sorry, y'all. I know somebody that's a Gemini and I shouldn't have said that. Cancer. It's about time you ask that special someone on a date. Leo, your emotional currents are flowing powerfully now. Virgo, your wish will come true. Libra, the gambler is like the fisherman. Both have beginner's luck. You just felt lucky. It wasn't luck. That's what they saying. Who was that for? Libra? Scorpio, some men dream of fortunes. Others dream of cookies. Sagittarius, you will be successful in love. Capricorn, the best is yet to come. Aquarius, your ability to pick a winner will bring you success. Okay. Pisces, okay, pick a winner, bitch. Fear can keep us up all night long, but faith makes one fine pillow. Yeah, you got, yes. Keep the faith, have the faith and everything. You put something with the faith though. Now they said, because it said fear can keep you up, but faith is a good ass pillow. Faith is delusion. Unless you putting in the work. Faith without works is dead. So we gonna do all the earth, wind, and fire. Let's start with water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your future will be a canvas for your dreams to come true. Your learned Chinese word is very good. And your lucky numbers are 16, 47, 30, 51, 44, and 14. And again, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your future will be a canvas for your dreams to come true. Okay, now, this one is water. Let's put it in there. You go there. You go there. Fire. I got some cute, I printed out some cute like labels. This will say Earth, Wind, and Fire and Water. They're around here somewhere. I'm about to find them. Fire. I did this a while ago because I knew eventually I was gonna figure out how I wanted to do it. I didn't realize that at the whooping and whooping, but we swooping and swooping and we go whoop. Slide, slide. Fire is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Your hard work will pay off this Thursday. Your learned Chinese word is Udon. And what language is that? Udon. Udon or Udon? U-D-O-N. Y'all recognize that word? Y'all heard of that word before? And that was for who? That was for the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And your lucky numbers are 55, 42, 33, 46, 2, and 43. Oh, udon is a food. Thick, chewy Japanese noodles made some noodles. So your fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Your hard work is gonna pay off this Thursday. That was kind of specific, right? That's cool though. Air signs. Yeah, no, we had to dig around in our box of fortune cookies. A new passion will ignite your creativity. Your learned Chinese word is goodbye. Goodbye to the old passion. Hello to the new one. Lucky numbers 18, 41, 51, 8, 21, and 43. And again, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A new passion will ignite your creativity. So let's put this off up in here. Y'all know what other YouTuber has bottles hanging in the back? Drop down in the comments and let me know. And this last one is going to be our earth signs. We're drawing from our box of fortune cookies. Y'all want to see? There you go. There. It's a grip of them. How long y'all think it's going to take us to get to this box? I guess it depends on how often I show up for you motherfuckers. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I'm just not cracking these questions. Today, your generosity will touch hearts. Your learned Chinese word is egg noodle. And your lucky numbers are 55, 30, 41, 56, 10, and 9. And again, earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Today, your generosity will touch hearts. Okay. So boom. We got through that part. I like it. That was fun. I like cracking them fortune cookies. What y'all think? We're gonna crack a fortune cookie for a celebrity today. We'll see. For Drake, that was a transition. So let's real quick. I already talked about it earlier, so we'll touch back on it some more a little bit. Oh, trendy life story. Let me tell y'all. So gas got so high, damn it, I had to take the bus. So I was walking to the bus stop in the morning. And I guess I had just woke up that morning and got dressed and tried to go be productive and accomplish some shit. And I guess that the local transients, they have to do the same thing when they wake up in the morning. And so I guess maybe he must have slept right there outside somewhere very close. Or maybe he was trying to make it to somewhere else early in the morning for whatever reason. I don't know. All I know is as I was crossing the street, I just saw somebody's booty. I said, I don't want to see this. I said, I know that's not somebody. I put my hand on my hip while I was walking. Is that some booty? And the pants was hanging and sagging, and this is too much. That was my first day that I decided to leave my car and use the public transportation. And I was not off to a good start at all. First impressions, no, it was lacking. And then I can't even remember. This has happened 3 times. This has happened. And you know, some shit, it gets ingrained in your mind. You don't want to have to go through this. So the second time, I don't even remember. I must have been driving that day. I think he was outside the store when I went to go get what I wanted to get from the store. So it didn't get ingrained in my mind the way it did when I'm walking down the street. You know, so then this was a few days ago. This is how this got added to the life story section. I'm getting on another bus. And I see somebody else's booty. He getting off the bus and it's his booty. At first, I wasn't paying on no mind. All I noticed that he had on one of them little leather coats. Y'all know in the 2000s when our aesthetic was like business attire, bitch. We was finna go be out at the function with a motherfucking collar shirt, with a button-up collar shirt on, and some motherfucking. That was our aesthetic. That was getting fly back then. Business casual was how you looked good in the 2000s, in the late 2000s. So he had on one of them brown leather coats that's for a girl. It was all small and tight and shit. That's what made me double look. And I was like, but I didn't want him to see me staring at him. So I looked and I noticed, and I looked away again. But I wanted to wait till he didn't see me looking so I could look at him again and see. I said, yeah, he got a look. That is a girl coat. Then the next thing I know, I saw his booty. His booty was out. Cheeks, ass, the skin, crack. And then it just wasn't right. This is gross. I don't even want to tell y'all how bad it got. But I'll tell y'all this. He got off the bus I was getting on, and the bus was stinking. That's why I need y'all to send some money to my Cash App. I'm gonna start putting the Cash App and asking for donations and shit. I'm gonna put it up here and put it down in the description. So if you wanna send me some money, you can. You'll know where to send it to. That's what you need to do. So I won't have to go through this. So that was our life story for today. Don't. I don't know what to make of this. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. Y'all let me know. Because I can give y'all the commentary on the other shit. The commentary on my life. I wouldn't even talk to somebody else like that. Because I done made the type of decisions. I done made some horrible decisions. That's why I'm here before you now. Because had I made what I deem as the right decisions, I wouldn't be like being a YouTuber. Nothing against YouTubers. I do got something to say about the motherfuckers though. My thing is, okay, we're gonna get on to the trendy topics section, which is gonna be about Kung Fu Kenny and Mr. Drake, and why are people taking sides in a rap beef? You know, you're supposed to let the music speak. We wasn't supposed to take a side. We just let them niggas fight it out till they die or let the music speak. We ain't supposed to take sides. We gravitate toward the jam we like the most. That's like the most side taking that you do. We was never supposed to be put in a position to where our morals would be questioned based on who. That's where you didn't play the game fair to me. You was never supposed to be put in a position to where our morals would be questioned if we, felt like we liked one person's song more than the other. To me, it's kind of like he snatched his clothes off, and it's kind of like, well, that's disturbing, for our society. That's not something that we used to, just nakedness. You ain't supposed to be naked in public, right? And it's kind of like, okay, we have no choice but to look away. And why is you posting a naked picture everywhere for the kids to see? Did I skip some parts? So there's the beef. And then what else also ties into this is what? Business versus the streets. That's something else. This shit will get real long. Because Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, I feel like it's something that a lot of people are not touching on when they making it seem like the streets is just something that needs to be left in the past. The streets is just raw human nature. Uncivilized. And that shit clicked in my head like, that's kind of crazy to me. It's a little extreme to me when they refer to people who are not gangbangers as civilians. Like, motherfucker, you don't consider yourself a civilian, bitch? But when it is uncivilized by nature, it's not the streets. Any human would react this way under certain circumstances if they didn't have any other option or any other choice. This is the way it went down originally before it became civilization. You know what I'm saying? The Wild Wild West. It was just raw. The shit didn't go the way you wanted to go. I'm about to go get my pod. We gonna go around there and handle it. It ain't got nothing to do with a street mindset, ignorant, ghetto, trifling, pathetic, cheap, broke. None of that shit. Is what's funny to me is Special K do a segment called Hood versus Ghetto, and I can't even do that. Like the way he does that shit, it be kind of on point. Like it be kind of accurate, and that's what it is. It's not even about being a good or a bad person or a follow the law or a scary or a punk or a dumb or left in the past or just dirty and just scandalous. It ain't even about none of that. Human nature is human nature. Just like they say some animals are domesticated and some animals is just living in the wild, bitch. Animals just have, animalistic tendencies. Humans are, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. That was the jam from back in the day. And that's what the streets really is. It's not about the streets. Like, it is just human nature. When we say the way that we talk about it in urban and hip hop, they call it. So for them to feel like it's not even about whether Gucci Mane snitched on Pooh Shiesty. It's not even about that. Or whether let's take it back. It's not even about whether Gucci Mane is a businessman or a street man. The shit nobody is really touching on is that you can, I don't give a fuck how long you been being a businessman. The people who motherfucking family you hurt, they don't give a, do they think you didn't hurt somebody's family back in the day? And they gonna say, oh, well, he's a businessman now. If it's somebody that's out to get you, that shit is on your back for the rest of your life. You gotta sleep with that shit for the rest of your life. You know what the fuck you done did. I don't give a fuck how much you turn your life around. That shit is in your heart. You know what the fuck you was doing and what you did. Even if you found a way to live with it and found peace with it within yourself, it is there. And what people fail to realize is this shit ain't about a business. This is human nature. It ain't about a businessman or the streets. This is human nature. You participated in some shit. Let's say I was a young tyke, a lad. Maybe I'm 11 years old, 13. I'm old enough to be fully aware of the happenings, but not resourceful and grown enough to go out and make some shit shake, or make some shit shake and get away with it, right? I don't want to ruin my life, but I have not forgot what the fuck you did to my uncle, bitch. And I don't give a damn if you done grown up and you 40 years, you 50 years, you married and you got kids and you ain't been in the hood. You be at the donut shop. You don't be at the liquor store. What? I don't give a fuck about none of that. And Gucci Mane still gang. He's still on some hood shit. He work with. Let me tell you about you think the law give a fuck about what the mob, them motherfuckers in the mob be 70, 80 years old. They'll go arrest them. I remember in Santa Monica, they figured out some mob member, they traced it back to Italy, over to New York, and right here to Santa Monica, bitch. And he was about 70 years old. They took him in. The law didn't give a fuck about him. The law didn't say, oh, he's an old 70-year-old man now. He don't even live in New York to be doing that shit. They took his ass in. The law do the same shit. The law ain't forgot that shit you did. You think a motherfucker who you did some shit to in the past supposed to just let that shit go and forgot the shit you did? Because you got old now? Because you hang at the donut shop and not the liquor store no more? No, that ain't how this shit work. By human nature, by existence, even the own goddamn law don't move like that. So don't try to downplay and belittle how humans, the law is shaped after what humans was doing to survive. The law only know that you're supposed to hold a grudge forever because that's what people was doing. Don't make it seem like somebody is just so damn dumb and shouldn't have did some shit and ain't operating right. What happened? The Pooh Shiesty is young, and your mind got to develop to figure out what's worth it and what's not worth it. And my frontal cortex will do some crazy. I don't want to get into it. This is my thing. You're not right. I don't give a fuck. Gucci Mane ain't right, and these people who hold on to these contracts, hold these contracts over these people's head, they not right. It ain't got nothing to do with how young or dumb or intelligent or smart or not smart they was to sign the contract. That ain't even right. I feel like this anyway, and I haven't heard this. After a certain amount of money, it's no more money you can have. It's no more better you can make your lifestyle. After $2 or $3 million, what more much money do you got enough money to eat every single day for the rest of your life? You got enough money to flip for your kids for generations if you got $3 million or access to it. There's no reason for you to be holding on to somebody's contract like that. That shit is weak. That shit is whack as fuck. So you sitting over here, let's say Gucci Mane already he got a couple of kids and he got a bitch that he married to. Let's say they say you only need $2 to $3 million to be set. Let's section off $4 million for each person. Okay, you got access to this money. And Pooh Shiesty is making money. He ain't, his life is okay, but he trying to make his life better too, right? Why the fuck you get to keep getting his money and just throwing it over in the corner? You don't need it. You just keep to take the money that's supposed to be going to him, and you throwing it over in the corner, while he needing more money to build some shit for his family and his history and to contribute to his fucking community. We want to do some shit for Memphis. Niggas is from Chicago. They need money in Chicago. Niggas is from Detroit. Niggas is from Philadelphia. Niggas is from where they from. Why we gotta you hoarding all the money and you ain't even doing barely shit for your city? You just taking the money and just throwing it to the corner, throwing it in the mouth. Give that nigga his fucking money. Find a way to negotiate out of that contract. You have no choice. You have to agree to something. It needs to be a judge that can step in and say, you cannot just completely not agree to some shit. You have to agree to something that releases the boy from the contract. Even if you feel like the new label that he signed to now gotta owe you some shit, regardless of how much he make. Let's say, okay, the new label that he going to gonna owe me this much, regardless of how much he make. After they pay off that much, the contract is completely closed. They owe me nothing. It's everything can be negotiated. Even when you buying a house, okay, I want this house and this cup in the negotiation. Take the rest of them cups and that picture frame. Everything can be negotiated. It is no reason for Gucci Mane. He ugly as fuck. Every time I look at him, and I be thinking maybe I seen a bad picture of him. Maybe he was sweaty. Why do he look like that? Anyway, it is no reason for that. I do not like that shit at all. At all. That's some bitch ass shit. And don't sit here and try to paint this nigga as a businessman. He was just up there with the verses with Jeezy, who banging on each other. He does business with gangbangers. How is the fuck is you a businessman and you do business with gangbangers? You a thug. You a thug, bitch. You ain't no regular nigga. What the fuck? You ain't a regular man. You're doing business with gangbangers. And what's the mob and shit? No. That ain't the way this shit go. It ain't got nothing to do with streets, ghetto, trifling, pathetic, broke, dumb. I do have to say this though. This ain't the Wild Wild West, and they changed the rules and they made some laws for the land. We live on this land and we gotta follow the laws of the land. We gotta follow them. And so, you know, Pooh Shiesty gotta pay the consequences of that. But you know, I'm praying for Pooh Shiesty and the guys. It was him and his daddy and a few other guys. Free them all till it's backwards. To say that he was just, you know, I said give him about 8 months. 8 to 14 months. So he would know, don't do this with your life. Don't do this with your life. It had to be another way, you know. Nobody got hurt. That's my thing. There is no reason for them to act like it's much ado with it. Nobody got hurt. Don't do that. Anyway, that'll come back up too, because it's not enough people that's gonna see this. So I'm saying I got to make sure I say that shit again, because that's a hot point. Stop making it seem like somebody is dumb for being uncivilized. Some, you know, free Pooh Shiesty and the guys until it's backwards, bitch. So Kung Fu Kenny, they saying Kendrick Lamar killed music. And you can't kill music, because niggas, we people, humans, ready to get down. We ready to get down. But if people gonna be questioning my moral compass, how can I enjoy them? How can I listen to the music? I gotta sneak and listen to the music. Like with R. Kelly, we supposed to be not listening to R. Kelly, the Pied Piper of R&B, bitch. How the hell? He already in jail. Why I can't step in the name of love? But white people can eat babies. No, because I'm about to get mad. You mean to tell me white people can eat babies, but I'm supposed to feel ashamed and embarrassed for stepping in the name of love? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And that's what Kendrick Lamar did to music. he put everybody in a position to where we got to feel ashamed for liking Drake, because with some person who too damn nosy. It's these nosiness. Too damn nosy. Kanye West said this about Beyonce kids, so Chloe, who works with under Beyonce, shouldn't be at the Kanye West con. You too damn nosy. So now I can't listen to Drake because Kendrick Lamar said pedophile, 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 pedophile every 15 minutes called on the radio. In front of the kids and shit. Like the kids could hear that. The kids is singing it. That's not no beef to me. That's some bullshit. It's like you strip somebody's clothes off in front of everybody, and of course we all gotta turn away. What are we gonna do? We don't want to be seen as the one that's being a creep staring at the naked man. It wasn't you ripped the curtain. You know he brought down the fourth wall. That's the ultimate sin in entertainment. You're not supposed to bring down the fourth wall. That's what the problem is. People need to stay behind the fourth wall. Stay behind that shit. I normally call it being nosy, but people need to stay behind that fourth wall. And I'll tell y'all the concept of the fourth wall in case you don't know what it is. When you let's take a stage play, because everything started off real. It wasn't no TV. It wasn't no studios. It wasn't no. Back in the day when it was Shakespeare in Love, you had to walk down there. The people had a stage set up, and there was some curtains, and it was the backstage. That's all they had. It may or may not have been a light, and they had to get there before it got dark. So the actors are on the stage, right? And it's the audience. That's the audience. That's the fourth wall that you're not supposed to break. You're supposed to act like the audience is not even really there, and this shit is just y'all. And the stuff that happens, the little stuff, the audience ain't supposed to see that or know that. The audience is only supposed to know the essence of what they came to see, what you're presenting. And they call it the fourth wall because look, it's the left stage, right stage, backstage. 1, 2, 3 sides, and it's the fourth side, and that's the fourth wall. So when they started making movies, it's translated over onto screen. You're not supposed to look right at the camera. Ice Cube do that shit though. He'll be like, "What, nigga? What? You know you was not supposed to look right at that camera, nigga." And people do it sometimes though. It works sometimes, but you're not supposed to break that fourth wall and get the audience involved into what the entertainment is supposed to be. But Kendrick Lamar broke the fuck out of the fourth wall, bitch. And that's what it was, you know, somebody chose him to do that. And that's what the design was, for whatever reason. And then Drake had to be the, you know, they say with the Epstein files was coming out, they want the general public to just be comfortable with the word, using the word, hearing that word. I really, you know, that's a conspiracy theory. We don't know how true that is. But the fourth wall is completely broken. You know, where do we go from here? That's Tweet. I want to know on Southern Hummingbird. But do we need Drake? And the thing is, that's what got me to talking about the tickers earlier. You gotta be if people ain't in position. You know, it's certain people that's in position, and I don't know if it's on purpose where they keeping people out so they won't affect the bottom line of the bigger stars, right? But you gotta get to that spot, and Drake is already there, so it's kind of like, okay, nobody else is gonna have the impact that Drake has because that's his spot. There's nobody else that's in that spot right now. So it's people that's trying to get there, you know. Can they? We have yet to see who these up and coming rappers, what they can do. But see, and it's something else going on underlying with rap that nobody's really talking about. And rap is woke now. and like people are down talking, people are down talking, calling somebody a snitch, right? That's too street, that's too hood, that's too ghetto. That was the foundation of rap, that raw, uncivilization. So the executives and the people who are in charge of marketing rap, they wasn't marketing nothing that was gonna make the consumers of rap do something conducive, or something conducive is a good word, but I don't want to be using like too big of words. The thing is, once you know the right word for something, it's hard to go back to saying it like in a simple way, because you know there's a proper term that exists for that, and that's gonna get you right to. But anyway, so the music that the people that's in charge of putting out the rap, right? They want it to be some music that keeps chaos, agents of chaos. And people didn't have a lot of choices back then. We just had to listen to whatever they put out. I couldn't go on my phone and pick exactly the exact song that I want to hear. But we got that choice these days. And you can even see with the Gucci Mane and Pooh situation, all that street, gutter, uncivilized stuff is not selling it's not going to sell for this generation. It ain't even no use for that. And it's not going to sell. It's not selling for these generations. Because they're more into, don't be crashing out, right? It's a few people that still will listen to the gutter stuff. They kind of like got left behind. We're disappointed in them. Stop the violence. Stop hurting each other. Stop killing each other. Come over here with us. Come to the light. Take my hand. We want y'all to leave that behind. We want it to be better. Make the community stronger. So that's another reason why, Drake gets, he has his spot, because he can make the music that's borderline, on the fence, where it's just rough enough for people who want to hear something gutter, and it's sexy enough for the ladies, and it's ladies that's kind of rough. I'm such a fucking lady, so I don't know about that, but it's some, and Drake, he hits those points. And they said Drake not like us. Drake Daddy Black. Drake Daddy Black. And they be kicking it all the time. All the time. His mama white, and the woman carries the culture. Generally, the mother is going to carry the culture, right? Because she's going to be doing the cooking. She's going to be doing the shopping for the household. What's all the little black products that's going to be at y'all house? There's some black shit going on in there. She's going to be doing the hair. She's going to, you know what I'm saying? So, the woman, the mother, tends to carry the culture. We don't know what's happening with these niggas when they go over there with them white girls. They be letting them bitches call them nigger, monkey, and all kind of shit. So what is the kids growing up around? We ain't gonna get it. All I'm saying is they said Drake not like us. Drake Daddy Black. That'd be like me denying my own cousin. I got light skinned cousins. I got mixed cousins. Drake, he knows how to reach the people. If he wasn't black enough, we wouldn't be able to connect with that shit. If he didn't have the experience to connect, whatever that experience is, I'll say Eminem too, right? Eminem ain't black. We connect with Eminem. I mean, we know he was raised. As far as we know, he was raised in the trailer home. He grew up very poor. So he has and he's very talented, right? So you can't just say, oh, let's get a poor white boy and he can be, no. Eminem, Marshall Mathers, that's a talented motherfucker. And he been to rehab too. He was on them drugs, so I can respect him. You know, y'all know I like my icons to be going through some shit. You gotta be going through something. You know, I don't like no icon that ain't going through shit. You gotta be mentally disabled or mentally unstable. You gotta be just anything. At a certain point, you lost your mind, and you got to have some controversy to where the media got mad at your ass, and they didn't have no choice but to keep you around. That's the type of shit I like. But Drake is like us. It's like Eminem. We accepted Eminem in. This was something else that they called Kendrick Lamar in to do. This didn't have shit to do with Drake. Hell, Drake was collateral damage. Now this segment went on long enough, so I won't get into what I want to say about Remy Ma and female rapping, but we'll talk about it some other time. And we was not supposed to be taking sides in that rap beef. And that's what I say. That's what I mean when I say Kendrick Lamar. He cheated and he took the boy clothes. He took Mr. Drake's clothes off, and he was not supposed to do that. Cause now I ain't got no choice but to not look. You didn't give me a choice in the matter. But I don't know. Time going by, and eventually we'll get enough people to tell the other nosy ass. I don't want to call them creeps. Cause they keep, but Drake is a pen. Like, that make me feel like you a creep. Why you keep bringing that shit up just because I'm trying to listen to Drake? Like, that shit is so far on your mind, bitch. Get that shit out of your mind. If this nigga was why he not in jail? Hell, keep your ass behind the fourth wall. We in bricks, bitch, bricks. Yeah, we need to build a brick wall. Where is Donald Trump? That's the only thing he good for. Eating babies, making sure it's gonna be a wall. Because that's the only thing I don't like Donald Trump at. I'm not supposed to like him and everything, so I don't like him. So, and it's the fourth wall. At least he know how to build a wall, bitch. You motherfuckers is too nosy. If I want to hear me and Drake, I really like this. It feels like teenage fever. I'm not scared of it, he ain't either. Why second guess I should have stayed? He say, we'll talk about that another time. And I like, what's this other song? This here was all I knew, you and me only. I did it all for you, still you were lonely. We could work it out. I'm trying to get you to say something there, baby. I'm trying to get you to say something, baby. Oh. And that ain't Loyalty is Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna. Loyalty. Look, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Every time I write these words, they become a taboo. Is that Drake part? Making sure my punctuation. That ain't Drake part. Living my life in the margins. Never the boy was poetic justice. Poetic justice is my other jam. Is another thing. Oh, I like a nigga with a future in the past. A little attitude, probably more good that'll make the shit last. Don't make it too easy, grow. Don't take it too fast. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. Do it just like that. Only you can do it just like that. And I love when your hair still wet because you just took a shower, running on the treadmill and on this. And then it's another song that he got. I might be too strung out on compliment, overdose on confidence. Starting not to give up, but stop fearing the consequence. Hating every day because it's back to my accomplishment. Fade away to another better than another compliment. The next thing and I agree with that. I'm gonna take my time with all this thing. I still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. And they wanna see me get back up. Well, where I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things. Yeah, I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt. 'Cause I'm just mobbing like that. You know good and well that you don't want no problem like that. You don't make someone around me catch a body like that. And then his Like come closer. Wait. Like controller. When he did them two, he dropped them 2 singles, them 2 or 3 Caribbean singles, bitch. Them 2 Jamaican shits. You know, Drake, he makes some music that touches what it needs to touch. And if he was like us, what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna get shot. Drake don't need to. Drake is enough like his daddy Black. He's enough like us. He's enough like us. He is. And so, come on back, Drake. That was them. That wasn't me. It wasn't us. They told us we couldn't look at you because you was naked. You know we can't look at you when you're naked. But if you come back out, we'll make sure don't nobody say nothing. We won't let them say nothing. I ain't gonna let them talk about my motherfucking cousin, bitch. Drake can get beef ribs, not the pork ones, beef. Drake can get greens. Drake can get macaroni and cheese. Whoever he bring, whoever he can bring, however many people he want to bring. You can bring however many people you want to bring, Drake. And they don't got to stay behind the rope. They can get some ribs and some macaroni and some greens too. And they can use the restroom freely as they feel. They don't have to have somebody, a chaperone, to walk with them to the restroom. Drake, you can pick whatever drink. You can get some Kool-Aid, get you some Mike's Hard Lemonade, bitch. You want you some Alizé, whatever it is, Hennessy. You can have it all. Come back. Bring it on home to me. That's my motherfucking jam. My grandma be like, I don't know how you know that song. How she know that song? My grandma be like, that was on the radio when I was in school. That shit be funny to me when she say that. But Kendrick Lamar cheated, Kung Fu Kenny. So Drake shooting the video. Does Drake have access that Kendrick Lamar doesn't have? Probably not. They probably both can call who they gotta call to make some shit shake right. But the laws of the land is always to the laws of the land, right? This is my last part. This is the last part for this. Then we're gonna go. I don't know. I'm about to skip this saving R&B segment. I'm about to skip it. Yeah. This is it. Like Michael Jackson, bitch. I say that a lot. I say that all the time. Cause look, Michael Jackson, before he passed away, he's resting in peace right now. Hopefully. The way we bring that nigga name up, he ain't getting no sleep. He ain't getting no rest. He resting. It ain't peaceful. But he got a movie coming out. He ain't getting no rest till the end of the summer. But what about today? The Michael Jackson movie is coming out. Now, it's laws of the land. Fuck, I forgot what I was about to say. I remember how I wanted to wrap up that Drake and Kendrick Lamar part. But I forgot what I was going to say about Michael Jackson. I wasn't finna say nothing about Michael Jackson. But he did, this is what I was about to say. He did that tour, goddammit. The people begging Michael Jackson, please do another world tour, Michael. Please do another world tour, Michael. Please. Michael, this is too much for me. He said it in the 90s. This is too much for me. He said it again in the 2000s. I can't do all this. And then he said, Michael, please, we'll give you all the money in the world. So he said, all right, I'll come back out and do it. Now, by this time, Michael Jackson, he didn't have a lot of surgeries. His body, he tired. His body weary. And that's what Bernie Mac said. And on the Kings of Comedy. He said his wife be wanting him to do all this and do all that. He said, I'm tired. My body weary. Stop. So Michael Jackson, he named the tour This Is It. That was the name of the tour. This Is It. It was called the This Is It tour. So I say that all the time. I be like, this is it, like Michael Jackson. So this is it. I was watching you know why I enjoy watching, I got my certain YouTubers I like. I've been watching them for a long time. I'm just not making me a YouTube channel. So I am a fan of other YouTubers to talk about them on my YouTube channel. So I was watching Mob Radio with Milagro. She called herself Milagro Grams. Milagro Grams. And so I appreciate her show because she covered a lot of topics. She covered a grip of the little topics, bitch. And that shit will really, I ain't got that many people, like relatives, cousins, and sisters that I get involved with, that I spend a lot of time with in my real life. Only on holidays and on birthdays when I track their ass down. So when you hearing every little thing that the star is doing, and you just keeping up with everything like that's your family, I just be feeling like that's just family now. Like, that's just my family. Oh, that's just Kanye West, bitch. Oh, that's just Jay-Z. I don't even be knowing. The family got to tell me who we mad. We mad at somebody in the family. Who we mad at? Why we mad at them? Now, if I know why we mad, you done fucked up. If I completely understand the ins and outs of what's going on, you done took it too far. Cause I'm not breaking that fourth wall. It's bricks. It's bricks. I know how to build a wall. It's bricks. Donald Trump. It's a wall. Now, if I done got nosy enough to figure out what the fuck is going on, oh, you done took it too far. If I got nosy enough to actually give a damn, oh no. That's when I gotta start finding out from the other black people, you know, we mad at this motherfucker? And why we mad? Okay, we gotta stick together. And when the DEI thing came about and we boycotting Target, and then there's a bunch of other businesses that did that. Why we boycotting Target? From what I can gather, we gotta start with somebody that's a main one that's easy for us to do in Target. That's their motherfucking name, bitch. And they provide so many goods that so many people go there, and we couldn't do everybody, so we had to pick somebody. So it's Target. So okay, thank you for explaining that to me. You know, I don't want to seem like an idiot, and you know, ask questions. Hell, I don't want to seem like I got left behind, or I'm not keeping up, or I'm not woke. But I will ask. Why is we mad? What is we mad about again? Why is the black people mad? And you explain to me, you damn right. We mad like he motherfucker. Like on Kings of Comedy, when Cedric, he was, get Lisa and them. I'll find out what we was running about later, bitch. We mad? All right, we mad. We'll work it out later, but I'm gonna be mad with y'all right now because, you know, I'm not finna go against too much. I don't got a problem going against. I will say something. It depends. You got to be, somebody is worth it and they ain't got no other option. I'll say something. If you got another option, then, you know, because people act like you gotta be famous. Go get you a job. We ain't gotta let this slide. I guess some shit the baby did. I don't know if it's some coming back from that. Now it's cute that he got his new era as he's gonna be more grateful or whatever it's called. I think the era is called Be More Grateful. Or you was ungrateful or something like that. But be more humble, I think it's something like that. So that's good because it makes people feel like it's something that we can get behind. It's a genuine cause. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when companies are green a little bit and you feel like you can support them more because of that. Like it's a known fact that companies who they say we do this and we do that, the consumers tend to patronize them more. So for artists, when even, you know, it seems like, you know, we can kind of tell or feel it, or if you good enough, because the thing is the fourth wall has been broken. So back in the day, you kind of couldn't tell how true it was, but you can feel if it was very true. But just to get the message to come across, like artists, it can be something that we can see that you are genuinely living and experiencing. Yes, the baby, your ass need to be more humble or be more grateful, or however he coming, and we can see that. So yeah. When so this is it. So to wrap up this, topic. We didn't save R&B today. We saved hip hop today, bitch. I had to do it. Drake is filming a music video, and there was like a large explosion that he did, and it was like a big deal, and people around in that area, in that country, were like, whoa, what is that? What is that big explosion? Drake making a music video, bitch. I can see how that shit could be. That shit would excite me a little bit, nigga. Big nigga, what? That's what that was? If I go outside right now, cause I heard some good kaboom, cause I heard some, and I see some fire and some smoke in the sky. I'm like, damn, what is that? And they say, oh, Summer Walker shooting the video. I'm damn, okay. Okay, that shit is hard, bitch. You done shook the whole city for real. Who let you, the mayor? Who let you do that? So my thing is, we had talked about a certain amount of money, you can't get no richer, your life ain't get no better. You know, you reach a certain status to where you got resources, you got access to everything. I don't think there's anybody that Drake can call that Kendrick Lamar can't call. You know, I don't think it's anybody that Drake has somebody, this 6 degrees of separation, it's networking. I don't think it is anybody that Drake has that can get in contact with somebody that Kendrick Lamar ain't got. But what Drake can do, what he did, he set off that big ass explosion and shook the motherfucking city where he from. Kendrick cannot do that. He can't do it. He not gonna get permission to do that. It's not somewhere for him to do that in his city. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it Compton. Let's bring in LA, and then let's include Long Beach, because it looked like somebody, they was by the water. Whoever caught that footage was by the water. I don't know if Drake was on the water when he did that shit. He could have been anywhere in the middle of a field or what. But where in Compton is Kendrick Lamar gonna be able to blow some shit up? Where in LA or SoCal is Kendrick Lamar? He could probably go to San Diego, because they do fireworks on the water, but the city does. They not just allowing people to do shit. Plus, it's the it's an army base. It's the base out here. It's the naval base. Like, it's a military base. You can't do anything in Southern California, in, you know, Orange County and San Diego. So that is something that Kendrick Lamar cannot do. Kendrick Lamar cannot literally paint the town red like Drake literally painted the town red. When that explosion went up, boom, and that big red flame balls of fire, bitch, and it shook the city and it was smoke and flames and everybody came up. What was that? That was Drake, bitch. Who mama is that? That's my mama. That's D.O. Hughley. He said, for your mama come up to the school, and everybody, you can tell who mama it is, because they started sitting still, acting like they doing some work, and everybody like, who mama is that? And she got that house coat on, she ain't put no clothes on, and you look at her like, and you can see who stopped being bad and start doing their work. Oh, nigga, that's your mama there. Drake went boom. Who did that? Oh, some Real Housewives type of shit. Who said that? Kendrick Lamar can't do that. It is nobody that Kendrick Lamar can call that's gonna give him permission to blow some shit the fuck up in Compton. But let me tell you what that made me think of, though. It's a video. I'm finished. This is it. After this, I'm ending this real fast. I want to crack a fortune cookie for Soulja Boy, though, because what is wrong with that boy? Should we crack a fortune cookie for Drake and his career? We gonna crack a fortune cookie for Drake, and we're gonna crack a fortune cookie for Soulja Boy. Even though I didn't talk about him, he came up, and I'm interested to see what the universe got to say, because we gonna find out. But Kendrick Lamar got the video. I think it's new. Is it new Freezer? How about the how about that to a J when I land? 50. Oh, 50. I don't know what they say. I don't know, but the man, I probably that to what when I land. Is that song? I don't know what song. It's a music video, and he up in that motherfucking palm tree, bitch, all the way up there, nigga. He up there, bitch. It ain't no ladder, it ain't no ropes, and he chilling in the palm tree, and he was high as fuck. Like they left him up there with some weed and some food, and he was out. How long? How many hours was he? Cause you had to the camera wherever the cameraman is. You have to zoom all the way in to see that nigga in that palm. That shit is hard. And he just up there chilling, eating Neela guys. But I said, how they get him up there? And then I know that was probably I know he had the phone and walkie-talkie. Somebody bring me something to drink. Okay, the Kendrick Lamar has requested something to drink and some weed and some food up in the palm tree. I'm gonna get that shit. It's gonna take us about 45 minutes to get it up to you. This shit was an operation. So they went and got the shit, and they got the thing that the window cleaners use, and the firefighter lifted it up there to him. That shit is hard. This nigga is really up in that palm tree, and it's the way the cameraman had to, wherever he was at, had to zoom all the way in. You can really, he is up in that palm tree. It's not a ladder, it's not a rope, it's not a net, it's not an airplane. He is up there. That shit hard. Drake can't do that in Canada, bitch. It ain't a palm tree in Canada for him to do it. So I'm saying though, and Kendrick Lamar got some real jams that I really like. But Kendrick Lamar, like we talked about, he's a serious rapper. You know, if you gonna say they not like us, then if Drake not like us, then that means you gotta come out and do the opposite of what Drake is doing, right? Be more serious or something. And that ain't what. Nigga, life is already hard. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Why the hell would I'm supposed to be moving and grooving when it's time for the music to come on? I'm not supposed to be, been working on the railroad ass music. No. Not all that strife and shit. No. So we can do without that. I was about to say something else. Oh, these songs that Kendrick Lamar done put out, and they all samples and remakes. I ain't never would. I know Teenage Fever has a sample from Jennifer Lopez. If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? That's Teenage. But what how that song go? It's a part that I like that I feel like he should have did different. I'll talk about it when we do the Saving R&B segment. I'll bring it up. But Kendrick Lamar put out these songs and they samples, bitch. It's that is Luther. If this world were mine. I like the way he got on in that. Hey, I feel like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take it to make a multiply. That's a sample though. And then, what's the other song? When I hear music, it makes me dance. That is a sample. Like, what are we gonna do with that? Squabble up. Squabble, that is hood shit. The general public can't do nothing with that. The general public don't even believe it. The general public believes in sedition. Just a few years ago, you couldn't get a motherfucker to agree with some shit. But this the new generation. All the OGs that we know about gang banging and shit, no. It's no reason for that no more. These kids got the internet. They ain't got to gang bang. They ain't got to be uncivilized. They got a million options to make another way. There's no reason for you to be an uncivilized motherfucker. Now, if you already there and you had to fight your way out, that's a different story. But you choosing this? No. Now, Pooh he was already there. And he had in a bad contract with Gucci Mane. And he had to fight his way out, bitch. He shouldn't have had to do that. A motherfucker should have enough integrity to not even do, like, black people been through enough. Maybe, white people probably do that shit, get each other caught up in contracts. You white, you can make another way. It's other options for you. you know, he black. It ain't. Black people been through enough. I don't like a motherfucker that act like you ain't got the right to defend yourself. And I'm not saying you gotta let me beat you up, but I'm saying, bitch, be creative. You didn't have to go tell. You know, and I didn't hurt nobody and I didn't kill nobody. And I definitely don't want you coming over here hurting nobody or killing nobody. That's why I didn't. And that's where shit gets iffy, because if Gucci Mane come back, boom, it's a higher probability that somebody can get very hurt. You know what I'm saying? Then Pooh Shiesty didn't plan out in a way where they made sure nobody got hurt. Ain't no telling what happened if you coming for somebody and they don't know what to expect and we all pow, 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 pow. So it's like, don't put me in a position where it's like I don't have the right to stand up for myself. That's how good protective mothers catch kidnapping charges, ended up walking around with a GPS monitor on their ankle. You don't do that. Call the bitch. It was some kind of way shit could have been worked out. And then Pooh already did what he did. Gucci Mane could have got creative with the get back. He could have did some shit where, okay, we think Gucci Mane did that. We pretty sure he did it, but ain't nobody gonna do where they even now. You know what I'm saying? Go blow somebody's car up, or, you know, start a rumor about somebody. Something. You know, you know the black community is homophobic. You call them gay. That would have had us going for a while. You know what I'm saying? You get creative with the get back. You ain't never had to run around and go because you've been uncivilized all this time. So it's like you cheated. It's like Kendrick Lamar. That's how this is coming up. You cheated. Because the law don't let shit go. The mob did. You was a mob member. You did something when you were 26, when you was 30. Bitch, you still alive. We still looking for you. Cold cases. No statute of limitations on them cases. We matched the DNA to some shit you did in 1996. We're coming to fucking get you. That's what the law is. That's the law of the land and the law of human existence. Wherever they exist in that. If we calling it the streets, it ain't the streets. It's called human nature. That is a universal law. That's the law everywhere. That's the law in civilization. There's no statute of limitations on certain shit. And that's the law of the land. Anyway, we did saving hip hop today. We finna go. If I do this saving R&B segment, it'll be another 20-30 minutes. Thank you all. Let's do some final fortune cookies. We're gonna crack a fortune cookie for Drake because I said we would. For Drake. It's for Drake because I already said his name. I wanted to do Soulja Boy first. Oh, I thought it was 2 in here. I was gonna say, oh shit, Drake. So I done cracked a fortune cookie and there was 2 in there before. I done cracked a fortune cookie that was empty. It was Puff Daddy's. Drake, a sense of gratitude will fill your heart later today. Your learn Chinese word is more, please. And your lucky numbers are 16, 10, 36, 28, 5, and 9. And again, a sense of gratitude will fill your heart later today. And that was for Drake. I like that. I like the more, please. Because, okay, you're going to be grateful for whatever is coming and you're going to want some more of it. How you want it? Ass up and face down. It could let me know. 4 chords, me top down. Make me curl my tongue. What's the quickest way to turn you on it? Middle of the night, tell me what do you want? That's Tiana Taylor. Tell me what do you want? I will do it all the way. Make you scream my name. I keep it nice and tight. Boy, gotta hit them kegels, let me ride. Do the things we like. Oh, Tiana Taylor is good music, bitch. That's why she was signed to a label called Good Music. Kanye West's label, GOOD, Getting Out Our Dreams. But she said Kanye West didn't do right by her in the music and them albums, them tours. I don't appreciate that shit. He need to do better. It's his crazy ass. And then it was one time, because y'all know they say Kanye West, he's more of a producer, but he do put some lyrics and some words out on them songs and them tracks. But he's more of a producer, you know. So Drake wanted a beat one time, and Kanye West he was some kind of way, he had with some power, some sort of authority over the beat. I don't know if it was his beat or what, but he had got to it first, or it was his. So Drake wanted the beat real bad. He was negotiating behind the scenes so hard that this was before the fourth wall came all the way down. So this was some shit, a real secret that the people ended up finding out. Drake wanted that beat real bad, and Kanye West knew Drake wanted the beat. For some reason it wasn't working out. We don't know why. What Kanye was demanding, we don't know. Was he saying he got it with what? He was trying to tell Drake how to do what? I don't know. But it was to the point where, like, Drake just used the beat. If you heard it, we heard it. You have enough access to it to where you could put something down on it and release it to us. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye West got on the beat. He went in the studio. He got on the track, played the beat, put the beat on the track. Kanye West got on the beat on the track in the studio. He said, "Poop, poopity scoop, scoopity poop, poopity poop, the scoop, scoop, poopy." Kanye, why would you do that? You know Drake wanted that beat. That wasn't right. Ain't the way you treat somebody. This for the cookie is for Soulja Boy. Y'all go see him on this tour. Okay? Somebody go over there and help him. Your Wednesday will be filled with joyful moments and laughter. Your learned Chinese word is soy sprouts. And your lucky numbers are 44, 18, 27, 25, 16, and 37. And again, Soulja Boy, your Wednesday will be filled with joyful moments and laughter. I'm gonna need some fortune cookies that got a little bit of attitude to them. All this cloud nine shit, all this walking on sunshine shit. I don't know what kind of, cause look, when I normally get this box, when I used to get it, it didn't have this bag. It didn't come in no bag. And these are some new fortunes that I ain't never seen before. I feel like they done printed out some new fortunes. But they need a spicy. This is a spicy it up a little bit. These fortunes is a little bit too sweet for me. These motherfuckers is a little bit too G-rated. I might have to go. I probably have to go to like some local little Chinese food places. God damn, this video long, like motherfucker. Look, bye. Until again we meet, keep it sweet. We're gonna be back for another episode very soon, very sooner than later, and put some things together for us and do. We're gonna be opening up. Candy House is gonna be open real soon. I'll probably have the karaoke and wing bar. That should be open like very soon. What else? Flower shop ain't gonna open yet. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying to do a certain thing with it. Bio Bamboo the Lab. Yeah, I know I have these. Let me show y'all. I got a few different books where they tell you like what your dreams mean. Like you dream this was in your dream, it means that. A cradle, a bed was in your dream. Necklace, earring, What is that? A color, a crack, a shipwreck, sewing. You know, I got like 2 or 3 other dream books, so we could talk about like what you dreamed about and what it means. So that's what we're gonna do. And we'll talk about like what happened, what dream did I have that brought the Bio Bamboo Dream Lab into fruition. Bio Bamboo the lab. It ain't a dream lab, cause we grown. You gotta come fully potential. Fuck all that potential shit. You gotta come fully potential, bitch. Now my grown sexy ass, I'm not potential. It affects me in the way I interact with the men that I'm attracted to. But once I reach my full potential, I'm finna go get all the niggas I wanted. But what's the best that could happen? Until again we meet, keep it sweet.